Hello everybody, and welcome to my stream. How are you all today? Now this is something very different. I have done unboxings before, but they were like Japan crates and Sword Guy store packages, and they were stuff that I just recorded and uploaded. This is something different because obviously this is live. Hello, there's my hand. And this is what we're here for. Now, as much as I'm looking forward to opening these, if I'm being completely honest, I wanted it to be bigger than these. But we'll get into it eventually. One of my biggest issues that I have is I cannot get stuff in the UK without paying ridiculous prices for posting or for import fees. It's absolutely ridiculous, but we'll go into that in a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break down how this is going to go. I'm also going to attempt to put the markers on the video afterwards, so for anyone watching this after the fact, you'll be able to kind of see, you should be able to see like where things happened and when it got broken down, and when I actually unbox this. Basically, and I'll probably put it in the description afterwards as well. I am going to just explain who I am. Let's come here. Alright, okay. I'm going to explain who I am first, why I'm doing this, and what all this is about. How I got into baseball in the first place, living in the UK. And then we're going to go into opening these. But I do have some other things that I'll probably open and mess around with while I'm talking, so you're not just looking at this. So I'll move these out of the way for the moment. Yeah, basically these are what they call blister packs, and they each contain 7 packs, and I have 2. So we will be opening 14 packs today. Now these are interesting because they have green parallels. Now the thing about green parallels is you can only get them in these cards, in these boxes. You can't get them in normal boxes and normal packs. Now for the most part, if it's a normal card, it will just have the green border around it. That's fine. However, according to the odds of what the odds are of getting different variations of different cards, there are green variants of every card almost. And obviously, if you were to get like a green variant of an autograph, that would only be in these. It wouldn't be anywhere else because it's green, and only green variants are in these packs. I mean, you know, it's probably not going to be anything fantastic, but we'll get to these shortly. So, hold on, gotta get round. So basically, I've lived in the UK my whole life. However, if you actually, after this, in the description of this video is a link to a podcast that went up only about a week ago now, and it actually describes exactly why I went to Florida and what happened. Basically, as a family trip, we decided to go to Florida when I was like 13, 14, and we loved it so much we went back every year since. Now, what I have also been in the past is it's a very long time now, is I have actually run a business that breaks down and sells trading cards. That's like an exclusive thing that I have done, and I have some examples here. This was a long time ago, but these are some of the examples that I have to kind of show you kind of how fancy some of these things were. But yeah, basically the way it worked was, I'll bring these in as well because these are what I'm going to be opening while I'm talking about me and Florida, is these over here. But basically, I ran a shop. It was online and it was a physical thing. And what I would do, we're talking 2002 to 2005 maybe, maybe a little bit later as well. I would buy a case or sometimes multiple cases of trading cards, and then I would break all the cards down. I'd sell base sets in binders, which I have an example of, and then all of the special cards I would then sell individually. This is the thing that I would do, and I loved doing it. However, trading cards suddenly fell out of favour, and it was a real shame because I really enjoyed it. But as you can see, this is a promotion card for the Mallrats trading cards, and it's a schooner, not a sailboat. That is really, really cool. But apparently there are a bunch of these, all with different people from the film, and I have Brandy, so that's pretty cool. Obviously, I've also got a still sealed box of Mallrats. It's a great film. If you haven't seen Mallrats, you should go and watch it. It's a fun film. What I also did, which is the majority of the cards that I still have, is I'm trying to think of the sets. They are. Does it say it on here? It just says from the archive. See it on here. No, basically this was like I think it was like a 50-year. It was like a 50-year anniversary of Star Trek, and it had every character from every Star Trek at that point that had been released involved in the set in different ways. There were many different types of cards, but the bulk of the cards they did were piecework cards, as you can see here. So I've got tons of piecework cards for characters I don't even know, down to the ones that are very, very, very famous. This is a very special oversized card. As you can see, it's still sealed. The number is 229 of 300. It's a little bit faded, but the number's still there. It's weird that it's faded considering it's still sealed. But it is in memoriam of James Doohan, who died, and he played Montgomery Scott. So that is a fantastic card. Obviously it's numbered, it's great. These came one per case, so you only got these if you bought the case, and 9 times out of 10 shops would buy a case, take this out, and then put the case on the shelf so people can buy the cards as packs. But this would then go online, or back then not even online really, you'd go to conventions to sell it, that kind of thing. But then as you can see with these, I have quite a lot of captains actually. Picard, it's quite a big one. I have Archer, which a bit of controversy, but it's a good patch because it's actually a puffer jacket, so it's quite poignant there. We have Captain Sisko, which is a big deal because he's wearing a baseball jersey, and that kind of fits with what we're doing today. So that's a bit of there. And then we've got 2, 7 and 9 cards. We have a Deanna Troi. These are more the ones that you would know. Quark, that's quite a funky little pattern there. I like that one. Now Sulu is impressive because it's a double patch. I'll put that down there because that's a special. You can see it there, but see, the problem is this isn't a zoom in camera. It's like a fixed point, so it's trying to find the best point for it, but it's about there. So you can see that it's 2 patches there and there. I'm not 100% sure. This is obviously that. I'm not sure if this is like trousers that you can't see, or if it's the neck band. But that's on C6. That's a really good card. And now this was the reason I bought 2 cases. Okay, because this was a double case card. So you got this only if you bought 2 cases, and it is a piecework card from both Kirk and Picard. And as you can see, it's still sealed. It's very fancy. I love that. That is a very good card to have. But then we have A bunch of autograph cards from other sets. I'll move these across. So this set was actually X-Men Last Stand. Now I bought a case which consisted of 9 packs, I believe, and I bought a case of binders as well. Now this is a bit dusty, but the reason I bought binders as well is because you can see this is like the whole set. It's of the film. I didn't mind the film, it was okay. I like the older X-Men films as much as I like the new ones. You know, you've got some special cards towards the back that build posters and things. But every binder comes with an autograph card and a promo card. Now this autograph card is only available with the binder, and a few extra sheets at the back. So that card you can only get if you get the binder. Now, don't mean to sound harsh to her, would have liked it to have been a slightly rarer name, but you know, that's fine. So they did quite nicely, and these are some of the autograph cards that I got from that. Ignore the top corner. And as you can see, like Pyro and Iceman, quite big names in that film. And then these. Now these are from a set, if I recall correctly. Let me just put these down the side. These are from a set that were based on Spike, I believe. They were all I don't know if these were the Buffy ones or if these were the Spike ones. I feel like these were, because I've had both, so it's difficult. I think these might be a cross between the two. Yeah, I think these two were from Angel, and these here were from Spike, because there was a series specifically based on Spike of like cards and their autographs and piecework cards and that kind of thing. So yeah, so this was something that I did for a while. Absolutely adored it. Now, the one issue that I had was that you can never get hold of American-based stuff. It's not something that is a thing. And that's a shame, because I would love to. Even now, recently I contacted, I might actually leave that one there, because I like that one. I actually contacted Topps to say, do you have a UK distributor for your American sport-based cards? And like from a wholesale level, because if I wanted to maybe try and get into it again, it would be something that I could do. So I got in touch to see if they were if they could let me know, and they turned around and said to me, "Well, thank you for getting in touch. These are our 2 UK suppliers. When I went to those suppliers, they don't even know, not a thing at all. So I cannot get baseball cards over here unless I import them. And like I said, technically, importing them is incredibly difficult. Now, what I really want, first of all, if anyone out there is watching this and want to help me and know any other way, because at the moment the only place I can honestly really see them is eBay, and you're very much left to people putting up whatever prices they want, as well as import and postage. If anyone knows anywhere else that I can buy baseball cards in boxes, retail boxes or cases, obviously that would be a lot more money, I get it, but the idea of having one or the other imported into the UK, not through eBay, let me know. On my about is an email address and YouTube. Just let me know where I could possibly get some baseball cards without having to. I mean, essentially, and this is not an exaggeration. This is literally what happened. I found these 2 blaster boxes for a price, and then once it added postage and it added import costs, the price had literally doubled. I paid double the price, exactly double, to get them here. Now, me saving to buy those boxes is insane, but it's even harder when you have to pay that much more money for the boxes. That's not fair. But we'll get, you know, if anyone knows any better way of getting the boxes into the UK, specifically like the retail boxes would be nice, then obviously, yes, please let me know. Please contact me, let me know. I would love to know. So I'm mainly here because I'm a huge fan of the Rays. I have been a fan of the Rays since 2005, and I've been going to Florida forever. As I said at the beginning, we were genuinely due to save up and go back to Florida 2020, which obviously didn't happen, and we've been waiting since. We were going to go this year, hoping it was going to die down. It hasn't. We're now planning to go next year, around September, October, but don't know that's going to happen either. We have to wait and see. Probably not, which means it will be the year after, and we miss it so much. One of the years that I was over there, I found these things. I found these babies. They are rocket men. They're very shiny, but basically they're quite chunky. They are builder packs. Now, they're a game, but I've never played the game, and everyone I've ever known has bought them for the figures inside. Now, these were the second set I found. The first set I found were boats, and those sold so quickly I don't have any to show you. But basically, in each pack is 2 spaceships, and you pop them out of the cardboard and you build the spaceships, and then you can actually play with those spaceships. The first set I found were actually pirate ships, and they are so much fun, those pirate ships, but so many people want them. They love them. They sell really well. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this and probably build these. I've got an Axis of Evil set, and I have a Battle of Titans set. So I'm going to open these and show you what they are, whilst I talk about Florida and the Rays, and then we'll get to the main bit that we're here for. So basically, in 2005 we were in Florida, and I couldn't even tell you how old I was, but while I was there I was reading the news, well, we had the news on, and we discovered, and they were talking about baseball, because we always tend to go September, October, November. It depends what happens, and you know, depends on where we go and what we do. And yeah, we went towards the end of October. We caught the very end of, oh, those are my people. We caught the very end of the playoffs, which was really cool. There you go. So this is the first one. These are the Omega Avengers Squadron, and it looks like we've got 3 little ships here. So we'll build these ones first. Yeah, it looks like, oh, we might have 4. I think we've got 4 ships. Only looks like 3 there. And then that, yeah, okay. Oh, I think, yeah, there's a spare one. I think these are them. And yeah, they were talking about kind of the World Series and who had done well that year, and you know, who had gone through and who had won. I couldn't tell you any of this, because all I remember hearing was that the Rays, again, I'm pretty sure I've got all my timings right. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure I got my timings right. The Rays were the worst team in all of baseball. And I remember thinking, that's bad. I know nothing of baseball, but I know that with football, soccer, you get relegated if you are the worst. You go down to the next league. is that a thing in baseball? I don't really know anything about baseball, but it must be sad for them to have come the last in every single team. So I looked it up, and obviously, no, they don't go down anywhere. They're just at the bottom. But I found out that obviously, because they were talking on the news a lot about, they will get to have the number 1 draft pick, which should help them for future seasons once that draft pick, gets up to speed, so to speak. Did it go there? Goes there. There we go. Right, so there's a little stand there. Little stand. So I thought, you know what? I'm actually going to keep a track of this, and I'm going to see how the Rays do next year. Now, at this point, we were only going once every other year. So 2006 didn't go to Florida, but I tried to keep up with it. And I remembered around September-ish, so I caught the end of the season, and they, yet again, they were the worst team in all of baseball. And I remember thinking, oh, that's not good. I wasn't sure how many times it had happened, but it happened twice for me keeping track. And we were going to Florida the year after, 2007. So I was like, for me, I'm going to do my best to try and actually learn what baseball is, and to enjoy, trying to catch the games if I can, which is never going to happen. They're on way too late of an evening. For me, the average game is on at like midnight, 2 in the morning, and that's too late. It's just too late. But I actually kept up with the team, and I followed. And you may have guessed it. If you know what I'm building up to, then you're a Rays fan. But they were the worst team in baseball in 2007, I believe. Again, I'm pretty sure all of this was correct. This is my memory of a very long time ago, so this might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is how it went. They were the worst team in baseball, yet again. But all the news in Florida was talking about how this is, they've even though this has happened for a couple of years now, it should be good for them, because they should then get more. Go this way, maybe. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this should be good for them, because it should give them a lot more first round draft picks, and that means that once all these players come into touch, they have a decent squad, and they should start kicking in shortly. So don't give up on them and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, don't worry. At this point, I was in. That was it. I was invested. I was enjoying baseball when I got to pay attention to it, and I was genuinely a big supporter. 2008, we went back to Florida. It was the following year, and we decided we were going back anyway. So we went back to Florida. There has been nothing like being in Orlando, Florida in 2008. Because for those who are unaware, the Rays reached the world, what's it called? They reached the playoffs. Hold on, this has got to be turned around. What they did. Oh, there you go. So this is the first one. A little yellow bomber. It's a little 3D bomber it is. You've got 3 of those in that, so I'm assuming as far as movements go, you could probably move them all together. As you can see there, you got yourself a little. Oh, you pop it out. There you go. Got a little asteroid there. There is more involved, but I won't worry about those. Yeah, and basically they reached the World Series for the first time in their history, and Orlando had like exploded. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable the support they were getting, the way people had, the way people were supporting the team. It was unbelievable. It truly, truly was. It was like caught up in a massive festival. Okay. And it was so good. It was so good to watch. Now, obviously, they didn't do that well that year. There was an awful lot of people talking about how they feel they didn't do that well because it was like overwhelming. It was their first time at the World Series, and it was all slightly overwhelming for them, and yeah, they just couldn't kind of, you know, do what they needed to do to get the win. But it was still an unbelievable year. Now, that's what some of this is supposed to be for. It's not, which is slightly annoying. I actually have an All-Star jersey that I bought, paid quite a bit of money for, and it is a Cole Crawford All-Star jersey from 2008. I have that on a hanger up there. It is fantastic. And what people bought me was supposed to be a home run derby ball, and a gold star, and a gold ball from the home run derby from 2008. They were advertised as 2008, but when they arrived, they've got 2010 on them. Again, I can't see if it's actually in focus, but 2010. Put it right up. You see it not really focusing at all. I don't know. I don't get the fixed thing, but there you go. 2010, which was, it was annoying because it was supposed to be 2008. However, I love the home run derby, so I'm fine with that. What I also got, push this in here. There you go. It's like a battle one, this one. There you go. So that is, it's like a blimp. And you can see the size. So you get 3 little ones versus the one big one. Like that. And yeah, these are quite fun. They are quite fun, I will say. They're enjoyable. But I found this. Now this, I don't think it's real. First of all, I want to get it off the bat that I don't think this is real. You're not going to be able to see the detail. Oh, there you go. That kind of shows it. This is a replica 2008 Rays American League Champions ring. Now, the website that I got this from insisted that they were giving these out on one of their opening days in 2008 as like the first 1,000 people got a replica ring if they like into the stadium, and it's all very shiny, but I just don't know that it's real. I feel like, I mean, there's a lot of work gone into it. It's got kind of on the side there, again, you can't really see it because of the focus, but it's got kind of like all the details saying that they were 97 to 65. It was their first AL pennant. There's quite a bit of detail. Tampa Bay 9-8 AL East champs. American League, and then there's got like American League along the top. It's got 2000. It's like 2008 on that, and then champions on the bottom. Rays along the top, all glittery and shiny. It's really nice. It's really nice. It obviously, yes, I don't think it's real, but obviously this was something that I got to celebrate the 08 win. Now, what I really wanted to get for today, because the Rays are doing incredibly well. They are currently sitting as the second best team in baseball. They are only behind the Giants by 3 games, I believe, is what I saw it was earlier. So they're almost the best game, the best team in baseball right now. They are having a stunning season. They truly, truly are. And last season, they made it up again. This year and last year's been all over the place. But I'm pretty sure it was only last year. They also made it back to the World Series last year for the second time in their career. And yet they didn't win. Because obviously I don't get to see baseball live. I went once, and, you know, don't crucify me. I am a Rays fan, but I'm a baseball fan first. And I was even, I've never been to see the Rays because, and you got to bear with me. And obviously this is why I know a lot of people haven't been to see the Rays. It's too far away. I went every time we've been to Florida. We stay in Orlando and Kissimmee. We go to Tampa, but to actually go as a family to see the Rays is such a long journey that it's just not worth it. Because after that, we'd then have to have like an hour and a half probably drive back. And if the game starts at 8, finishes at 11, we're not. You know what I mean? It's for a family holiday. It's just not work. It just doesn't work out that way, which is a shame. Don't get me wrong. It is a shame. Well, this is a chunky one. This one. I'll make sure these are right. 6, 6, 6. That's the great white apparently. And then 42, 43. Okay. So I've never really, because of that, because of where they're based and because of the problems with access, I've never really had a chance to really see the Rays. But one year, my brother and I, it was 2012, I think, we went to Boston because there was a band who never came to the UK at that point, and they were doing a very, very special concert in their hometown of Boston, and it was going to be a one-off limited type of thing. They were going to do special set lists that you wouldn't get anywhere else, that kind of thing. And we agreed that we would go, and I immediately said, great, if we're going to Boston, we're going to watch a game, hoping that the Rays would be playing the Red Sox, but they weren't. And I was like, nah, that's a shame. In the end, I'm pretty sure I saw Detroit, the Tigers, I think it was, face the Red Sox. I'm pretty sure that was what it was. And it was a really great game. It really was. It was the very first game I had seen. So for me, it was a big deal. It was a really big deal. Now, that's why I started with this bat facing the way it is. You can see that there's some stuff on it. I didn't want any Rays fans to come here and be like, oh God, he's got a Boston bat. I'm not doing that. Look, I love the Rays, but I love baseball, full stop. You know, and I barely get to represent or support or watch baseball in any way. And this is a special one because it was actually their 100th year in Fenway Park. And then obviously all the signatures are there as well. So that's quite a big, it was a really good time. And if it helps, I'm pretty sure that the Tigers beat the Red Sox that game anyway. And we're beating them now anyway, so it doesn't matter. You don't have to worry. We are actually beating them as it currently stands. Right, this is an awkward one. I've done this before because you've got two that are similar, but I think they clip in like that. Calls in. Oh, come on, you. Like that there, right? So you've got like kind of like a shark. and then this goes over the top of both. In there. No, in there. Thank you. Boom. And then it fits on here like this. Like this. Aha. There it is. Right, and there you go. So that is quite a big, chunky, like, battleship by the look of it. These are some decent cards, I will say. Not bad. So that was a really good day. It was the one and only time I've ever been to see baseball. Baseball has been to the UK the last couple of years doing special like 1 or 2 off games. However, I haven't been to see those because they sell out so quickly. Feels like, this is going to sound maybe harsh, but I'm sure the fans were able to get them. It feels a little bit like posers or just people that wanted to say they'd bought the tickets so quickly that I just wasn't able to get tickets. I'm really hoping that when the Rays come, I'll do anything that I can to get tickets. But obviously they're definitely not going to be here for next year, because I'm pretty sure they've already announced the teams for next year, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't the Rays, so that was a bit of a shame. Put them there. But no, what I wanted to do in here was I specifically wanted to have boxes of baseball cards from 2008. I wanted to be able to open 2008 baseball cards to see if I could get the original team that made it to the World Series that year. This one's even got a little tiger mouth on it, look. Grr. There you go. Grr. And they're really fun. I really like those. But I wasn't able to get any. I managed to find 1 or 2 boxes, but they were going for so much more money than like this year's boxes were, that it just wasn't viable for me. I'll put this one here for now, because yeah, we're going to move on to the main thing. That's the reason why I'm here. We got ourselves the Gypsy Queen. Now, of all the boxes, there's blister boxes for most of the Topps trading cards. So I could have just got normal Topps 2021 baseball cards, but I went for the Gypsy Queen mainly because I absolutely love the design. I think it's so cool. The design of the cards and everything, they really do look great. So that was why I went with these. Now, something else I saw while I was doing some research. If any of you, by the way, have seen my Sword Guy store unboxing videos, that's where that came from. I got this from the Sword Guy store. Yeah, when I did my research, I found that they do special Rays. Like, for example, you can buy a retail box of 2021 baseball cards, just plain normal standard baseball cards, and then they do a retail box of 2021 Topps baseball cards Rays, and that specific box supposedly is dedicated to the Rays themselves, and they do one of these for every team in baseball, I believe they said. So you can get a dedicated like a retail box for the Rays and do them in Tampa or Orlando, because that way people will want them more because it will feature people from their team. Now that is great, but I can't find them anywhere. I would, and I'm pointing directly at the camera now because I'm looking at the camera, you can't see me. I would give literally anything for a box, a retail box of Topps baseball cards, Rays edition from 2008, or this year, or last year. I can't get any. I can't see them anywhere. But so these are the packs. They are really nice. They're much more like paper than foil. They're much more like paper. You can probably hear it. So you get 7 cards per pack. And it does say packs with special inserts may only contain 3 to 6 cards. So you might not get 7 cards if you get a special one because they can be thicker. And every single pack, because it says that there are green variants, but every single pack will have 1 green variant per pack. And then, like I said, technically, my old 2005 business head is kind of hoping for fancier cards. Personally, I'm just really looking for Rays cards. But we're going to have a little look at what we get. So we have a Garcia Yankees card. Right there. See, I love the design. See, again, I wish it's one of these things. Obviously, this camera I've had for a while, but yeah, being a fixed zoom means that you can't really see it very well. But I'm sure, you know, if you've either seen these cards before or you haven't, I do love kind of the design of them and the look. We have a Goldschmidt from the Cardinals. Espinal from the Blue Jays. Oh, they're not doing very well. I watch some things. I watch a guy, and he is quite a big Mets fan, and I know that they've not been doing the best in the world. Not great with them. But there's the green variant, and it is an Anderson White Sox card. Now, I know the White Sox are doing really well at the moment. The Rays played the White Sox the other day, and they a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, they played them in a best of 3, and they were saying at the time, although I'm not 100% sure if this is true, but they were saying at the time that the White Sox were we were like the 2 best teams at that point, and we beat them 2-1, so that was pretty cool. Braves, Contreras, and the Rangers card there. Now, I know that there are different kind of variants. Sometimes you can get them with like images missing or logos a different colour. So it's worth a little look. And I like at the back, you wouldn't be able to see the detail, but this bit at the bottom here basically says number 239 in a set of 320. 100 of 320. 62. So they are all, so like the very base cards, the player cards themselves are numbered. However, where's the green? Yeah, so the green card is numbered the same as it would be. It's just got the green border on it. We'll put them there. Okay, so that's the first one. And this is why I wanted originally, which is why I've said, if I'm not being funny, if anyone knows where I could get them, or knows where online they might be, let me know, because I would love to open a box of Rays cards, because it would then be predominantly Rays players. But we've got Garcia of the Astros, Buxton from the Twins. Put that there. Varsho from the Diamondbacks. I do like the Diamondbacks, the colour. I like the red. It's nice. Haim from the Rangers. You see, I'm not very good at pronunciation. Hirua from the Brewers, I believe. Nola from the Phillies. And Padres from the Astros. Let's have a little look on the backs. See again, I like the number 71. Very nice. See, and again, because, I don't know, in my mind, I think a lot of people tend to be not as up to date with things if it's difficult to research, shall we say. For me, it's very difficult to research baseball, well, to keep up with it in the UK, especially if it's not something that you can watch on a regular basis. Then it, for me, it's difficult to keep track. So I wish I did know more about the players, to be honest. But some of these names I do recognise. We have Hoskins from the Phillies. Again, it's not great, but I'm going to try and kind of hold it up a little bit. We have Bichette from the Blue Jays. Cabrera from the Tigers. See, I know that name. We have Nida from the Marlins. Marquez from the Cubs. Now that's the green variant for this pack. Rooker from the Twins. Flaherty from the Cardinals. Now obviously, my plan, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the green ones out and just keep them. The one thing that I do want to do, if I'm able to get the cards on a more regular basis, I would like to do this at least once a month, let's say. Go through some cards, maybe try some different sets, because there are so many different sets that you can get, and I don't really know what a lot of them are. I don't know what the difference is. They're all from Topps, and they all are baseball cards, but like one of them is like opening day, and one of them is like the pitching ground, and one of them is, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, it would be nice to know what the differences are, so I could get a couple of blaster packs from a couple of different sets maybe, and see what they are. But if I do end up doing that at some point, I will probably get a better camera. I'll get one that has auto zoom, so that it does zoom in easier. Abreu from the Yankees. Marchand from the Phillies. I have Basabe from the Giants. Oh, hello. We will come back to this little baby. So we have Williams from the Brewers. That's our green variant for this pack. Calhoun from the Diamondbacks. Again, I think it's a dark red. I like just kind of the way the color pops, because a lot of the the actual jerseys for a lot of the teams are all very similar colours. And I do like the way the red pops. I do. It's nice. And we have Cologne with the Mets. Can't see me grimacing. Oh, the Mets. The Mets, the Mets, the Mets. Let's have a look. Yeah, but I mean, the guy that I watch is Seth Meyers, Late Night with Seth. I like that show. It's fun. But obviously, I can't watch that live. That's like 5 in the morning for me. So I'll watch that the next day. But it's a good show. It's quite fun. But what we have here... In fact, let me get the... I do have some like little bags. In fact, as this is autograph, I do have a hard case for it. This is a Marlins. It's a certificated autograph card. It's autographed onto the card itself. It is not a sticker, which some of them are. And it's a Chisholm card. On the back it says, "Congratulations, Miami Marlins shortstop. You have just received a Gypsy Queen autograph card." So there's the back there. Jazz Chisholm. And then there's the autograph card there. That is very nice. So I will stick that in. In fact, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it in here first, I think. Don't worry about trying to get it in there later. And it's sealed. And that can go on there like that. It's a little bit shiny. You can kind of see that. Okay, nice. It's a very nice card to get. And then we will see what we have now. Yeah, and this is the kind of the point, is I would love to get a raise at this point. We have Olsen from the Athletics. He's wearing green. Not a green variant, it's just wearing green. We have Castillo from the Reds. We have Acuna Jr. from the Braves. Sorry if I've said that wrong. I feel like I have. You know. We have Castro from the Tigers. Woodford from the Cardinals is the green variant in this. Ooh, there's something special coming up next. So that's cool. That's a nice one there, that one. We will go to this one after. And then we have Monchada from the White Sox. Have a quick look at these. These can go here. And yes, I'm the kind of person that will have to order these cards, these ones here, these ones here. Even though I'm not going to have anywhere close to the full set, I need to put them in order. But I have to do it. Alright, so let's have a quick look at this. This is, what is this? This is a tarot card. This is a Tarot of the Diamond. Xander Bogaerts of the Boston Red Sox. Boston Red Sox. It is a number 9. So, there you go. You got the number 9 in the corner there. It's the cups. It's the 9 of cups. Okay, yeah, because it's a card. The 9 of cups is the actual tarot card. Bogarts. And then at the back, there's the Gypsy Queen tarot back. I like that. That's good. That's nice. Oh. very nice. Very nice card. Indeed. Still no raise. Still no raise cards, but you know, I'm glad. Like I said, the thing with me, I've never been into that whole tribalism around a sport, around a team. In the UK, very specifically in the UK, soccer is heavily tribalised, and if you don't support one team in one area, these feel like there's a thicker one in the middle of this lot, or they're just something. There's something. Okay, there's something going on in that lot. We'll get to it in a minute. Yeah, like for example, I live in a part of London that you have to support West Ham United. You have to. Or I was literally bullied for supporting a different London team. But I'm one of the people that I won't just support a team because you've told me to. I have to want to support that team. Incidentally, I support Tottenham. But I am still happy to watch West Ham. Because they're a London team. I don't care. I'm happy to support them. A lot of people who are Tottenham fans would crucify me if they found out that I would support Arsenal. But I'd watch them. It's football. I don't mind football. And I feel the same way with baseball. I like the sport. And I don't have to be tied into one team just because, you know, they were the first team I want. I'll support them over the others. But I just love baseball. So we have Anderson from the Braves. We have Jimenez from the White Sox. We have Plesic from the Indians. We have Sanchez from the Marlins, and that is our green variant there. Now this is why I thought we had a thicker card, because there was nothing on this side and it felt like there was a thicker thing on it. We'll come to that in a minute. We have Arrieta from the Cubs, and we have Tatis Jr. from the Padres. So let's have a quick look at these. These all look the same. I'm not sure whether variants are that prominent if there's a major issue with them, kind of thing. Like, I know there's might be one without a border or something like that, but I think they'll be a bit more prominent than having to try and scour for what they are. And here we have a San Francisco Giants Buster Posey captain. Now this, I believe, is a it's a cigarette card. So this is kind of like a throwback. Only 10 catchers own a career batting average higher than Posey's. I mean, the way the Giants are playing at the moment, they could very well win the National League. So that is a decent card. Very, very nice. I love the colours as well. It's very nice. So we've got the last pack of this set. Coming along nicely. I like what I've got. Again, would have been nice to have had at least one raise card, I think. But what are you gonna do? We have Berrios of the Twins. We have Brandon Crawford of the Giants. We have Verlander from the Astros. Definitely know that name. I'll show you that one again, because that is Verlander. The green one is Caprilin from the Athletics. Oh, I've got two green variants in this. That's interesting. Although that green variant looks different. This is Denver from the Red Sox. that one. You can see it there in the camera. This green variant is like lighter than these ones. It's a different shade. Perez from the Royals. And Fraser from the Yankees. So I did an entire box, 49 cards, not one race card. That's nice. It's good to know. But you know, we got some nice cards. I'm not sure if this is any different, if we're being honest. It looks the same. I mean, it's number 6, so that's not bad. Oh no, it is different. I knew it was different. I goddamn knew it. Right. And this is what they were talking about. Okay. So, these are all green variants. And they are normal cards. So as you can see at the back, they look exactly the same as they do on the back of these. Exactly the same. This is number 207 of 320 of the whole set. And that's how the greens tend to work. This one. This is... Oh yes, this is the Caprilin from the Athletics. Yet when you turn this around, there's something here. See that? See that there? This says this is number 85 of 199. So whatever it is, you can see it glistening there. whatever the difference is between this green Athletic, this green variant, and the rest of the green variants, this one is numbered. There are only 200 that exist, or 199, and this is number 85. So that can go with these, because that is a numbered card. And that's even better. Alright, so that's box 1 down, and we got some nice cards. Nice cards. We will now see how it goes for our next box. And then yeah, I do love doing this, and we'll see how it goes every month. I would like, ideally, the beginning of every month to be able to do this. Obviously, what I'll do is I'll get paid. Oh, now I'm just going to warn you. You could have a cat come and see you in a minute because she's walked in. Hello, what are you doing? And she often jumps on the table in front of me, and I don't normally have a camera, so it doesn't normally get seen. However, where's she gone? She's disappeared. She could jump on the table at any point and cause chaos to everything that's here. So we'll see how it goes. We'll keep an eye. Okay, so yeah. So before I go into these, I'm just quickly going to show you these again. So we have the Buster Posey. I think these were cigarette cards because they were smaller packs. And it's a little throwback to them. I'm going to move these on top of here, I think. Then we got the numbered Caprilekin green variant, which in itself is very interesting. I'm going to have to do some research on that. This even feels like a different stock. You've got the what's it called? The tarot card. The 9 of Cups. I wouldn't mind getting all of those. Getting the whole set of the tarot cards from the Queen of the Diamond. From the Queen, Gypsy Queen. And then we have the autograph card that we got. It's very nice. I don't even think... No, you see, the autograph card isn't even numbered. So, I'm not... It's interesting that green variant is numbered. It's still... It's really interesting. Hello. You gonna sleep down there, have you? Okay. You stay there. You're fine. She's gonna sleep. Well, her eyes are wide open, but she's lying down. I don't think she likes the noise of me opening these. Okay. So we have. Let's move. Yeah, no, let's leave them there. We have Robert from the White Sox. We have Correa from the Astros. We have Dale Beck from the Red Sox. Williams from the Brewers. The green variant is Kirilloff from the Twins. You ready? You ready? We got one. We got one. We got one. We have Arozarena from the Rays. That's easy for you to say. I would get one of the harder names to pronounce, but there we go. We have a Rays card. First one. It's going to go up here. And then we have, is that Mookie Betts from the Dodgers. I know that. I know that, man. It's funny, because as soon as I saw Betts, I was like, oh, is that Mookie Betts? I know that. So we now have to have a look, because there is a different. You can get different ones, so it's worth looking. I'm not gonna, yeah, I'll look at the greens. I'll look at all the greens afterwards. So we have one. We have one so far. These are going to be 98 cards in total. It says on the size of the box, 49 cards per box. So we're going to be looking at 98 cards. Okay. We have Kikuchi of the Mariners. Bogarts of the Red Sox. We have Hiura of the Brewers. I'm pretty sure that was the name I got wrong earlier. Let me just lift that up a bit. Ozuna from the Braves. The green variant is Alonso from the Mets. I'll check on the back of that. Then we have Turner from the Dodgers. And we have Brantley from the Astros. Doesn't look like there's anything there. Yeah, she's closed her eyes now. See, this just takes me back to when I used to do this again for the shop. It just reminds me of doing this. But we have Marty from the Diamondbacks. I'm assuming you pronounce the E, but you might not. From the Diamondbacks, might just be marked. We have Dubin from the Giants. Plesek from the Indians. We have Crawford from the Giants. Paredes from the Tigers is the green variant in this. We have Suarez from the Reds. And Reyes from the Twins. Let's have a little look. And I mean, that could be the thing, that green card, it could just be like a faded. The variant of that is it's a green variant faded card or something like that. Because it's interesting that I had 2 green variants in that pack. Which makes me wonder whether it is a green variant or whether it's literally just something completely different. I don't know. Okay, we have Gregorius of the Phillies. We have Cole from the Yankees. We have very famous name, Verlander from the Astros. It's Justin, isn't it? Yeah, Justin. Cruz from the Twins. It is Nelson Cruz. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know more than I realised actually reading these names. The green is Arcia from the Brewers. Okay. We have Hosmer from the Padres. There. And we have Rendon from the Angels. Very nice. I thought it said Brendan. For a minute I was like, does it say Brendan or Rendon? It said Rendon. We have 3 more packs to open. I can see the music still playing. Thought, you know, have a nice little bit of background music. Music that I can play. We have Porcello from the Mets. We have Rayu from the Blue Jays. We have another Rays. We have McClanahan from the Rays. There he is. Let's put in an interesting face. Okay, just making sure. We have Carlson from the Cardinals. We have Kikuchi from the Mariners. Ooh, okay, nice. Good, good, good. I'm going to go straight to Sano from the Twins. That there. I'm going to put that there. And then we'll... nothing there. And then we have the One of Wands, which is Bellinger. Cody Bellinger of the Dodgers. And there we have the One of Wands. And on the back, again, I like the playing card back. It's really, really nice. Okay. Because, yeah, I think, you know, just a whole set of those tarot cards would look lovely. This feels thicker. It feels different. See, once you get to a point where you've been opening them, you know that it feels different. There's definitely something in here. We have Steva from the White Sox. Put that there. We have Reynolds from the Pirates. I have Mountcastle from the Orioles. I have Bogarts, is that, I believe? From the Red Sox. That's the green variant. I have a second Buster Posey captain's card. Not sure how many there are in this, but it would have been nice to have got 2 different captain's cards. But that's fine. We got a Guerrero Jr. Blue Jays. We got a Ramos for the Mets. Have a look. And then the last pack. Because it's one of those things, I suppose. If they do one of these for every captain, one from every team, to get both being San Francisco Giants is unsurprising. Plus, I saw someone open a box of these, the exact same box that I got, and I'm pretty sure they also got the same captain's card. So I wonder whether it's just more possible to get his captain's card through these. Not sure. Hey, right, we're opening on Low from the Rays. It's fantastic. Torres from the Yankees. Eovaldi from the Red Sox. Corbin from the Nationals. Ruiz from the Dodgers is the green variant in this. Whitley from the Cardinals. And Madrigal from the White Sox. And those are all my cards. So the main Rays cards, I've got three. I've got three Rays cards. I got two of the same captain's cards. However, I did get two different tarot cards. I got a numbered green variant. Not sure what that is. Need to look into it. And then I got myself an autograph. It's very, very nice. So that is my unboxing. Like I said, I am going to be organising these into order, and these probably, just because I can't help myself. That's kind of what I have to do, knowing that that's there. Only receiving 3 is an example of why I would like to try and get my hands somehow on a Rays exclusive box. If I can get a retail box for Topps Baseball, Rays, and obviously not the Gypsy Queen, then that would be something I would love to do. However, I love the designs and I love everything about them. What I would like to do is get another bunch of these, or maybe get a retail box of these, because I opened 14 packs in these 2 boxes. One microphone. I opened 14 packs in 2 boxes, but a retail box comes with 32. So I'd already have more packs to open in just 1 retail box than in 2 of these. So my plan, if I'm able, is to try and get myself a Gypsy Queen retail box, because I want more of these. I want more of these, and obviously anything extra that I didn't even get, because there's a whole bunch of them that I didn't get that aren't part of these. So yeah, so that was it. That was my unboxing for today. I really enjoyed this. Please leave comments afterwards, let me know what you think, or just give me advice on where to get baseball cards in the UK, especially retail boxes. If anyone has any idea of how to get the 2008 boxes, that's really the thing I would want to do. And I mean, look, if anyone knows how to get the Rays retail boxes, that's really what I'm after, especially this year, last year, 2008, any year. If you can get them, I'll have them. I really would. Let me know. But So thank you so much for watching. This has been my unboxing. It's a bit different, something to do, and if I'm able, I'm going to continue to try to do this maybe once a month. Please check in the description. There will be a link to my podcast. It's all about music, but the last one and the next one is going to be all about Florida, so you can have a little listen to that if you wish. Everything else on my channel is predominantly video game based, so if you want to watch me play some games, then by all means have a little look what I've got. Otherwise, thank you so much for coming along. Have a good weekend. I'll see you again next time.